Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Proficiency Decoded. This channel helps in decoding the layers of knowledge with ease. Proficiency Decoded brings structured, thoughtful explanations to every topic.
In this video, I will discuss about the F-35 aircraft. The Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II is a single-seat, single-engine, fifth-generation multi-role stealth fighters developed under the Joint Strike Fighter program. Designed to perform air-to-air combat, air-to-ground strikes, electronic warfare, and intelligence missions. It integrates the most advanced sensor fusion and network connectivity in combat aviation. It serves as the cornerstone of U.S. and Allied air power. The F-35 stands out for its combination of stealth capabilities, powerful sensors, advanced avionics, and extreme versatility. I will first discuss about design and stealth features of F-35, followed by the avionics, missiles, and ordnance supported along with the software integration. Then I will proceed to the cost of its acquisition, and finally I will conclude by discussing as to why India is not purchasing the F-35 fighter aircraft. The F-35 Lightning II family was programmed to address the needs of the U.S. Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps, alongside allied nations. F-35 comes with three variants. F-35A, this is the conventional takeoff and landing for the Air Force. One of the most advanced fifth-generation multi-role stealth fighter, designed to perform air-to-air combat, air-to-ground strikes, electronic warfare, and intelligence missions. F-35B, suitable for short takeoff and vertical landing capabilities. This is the only fifth-generation fighter with short takeoff and vertical landing capabilities, making it ideal for operating from smaller decks, small bases and ships without full-length runways, mainly for Marines. F-35C, the carrier variant for the Navy. The F-35C is the first and world's only long-range stealth strike fighter designed and built explicitly for Navy carrier operations. Airframe and materials. The F-35's airframe combines advanced composites and low observable materials to minimize weight while maximizing structural strength and durability. Radar-absorbent materials and specialized coatings are integrated throughout the fuselage, wings, and control surfaces to reduce the radar cross-section, allowing the aircraft to penetrate contested airspace undetected. The Pratt & Whitney F-35 engine delivers up to 43,000 pounds of thrust, supporting supersonic speeds and vertical takeoffs. Avionics and sensor fusion. The APG-81 active electronically scanned array radar provides simultaneous air-to-air and air-to-ground modes, enabling high-resolution mapping, target detection, and electronic warfare functions. Its low probability of intercept feature further enhances stealth operations. The electro-optical targeting system combines forward-looking infrared and high-resolution cameras into a single sensor turret under the nose. It enables precision targeting for laser-guided bombs and facilitates long-range identification and tracking of targets without active radar emissions. 6 infrared cameras arranged around the aircraft feed a panoramic 360-degree image to the pilot's helmet display. Distributed aperture system provides missile launch detection, night vision, and situational awareness, effectively allowing the pilot to see through the airframe. Sensor fusion merges inputs from radar and other onboard systems into a unified tactical picture delivered through the helmet-mounted display. The multifunction advanced data link enables secure real-time sharing of target data, flight plans, and mission updates with other F-35s and joint assets. Software architecture and lines of code. The F-35's mission systems rely on approximately 1.9 billion lines of software code, making it one of the most complex military software projects in history. This extensive code base underpins flight controls, sensor management, weapon employment, and logistics support. Technology refresh phases. The technology refresh phase 1 and 2 are the early mission system architecture and updates, addressing initial deficiencies and adding incremental capabilities. Technology refresh 3 serves as the hardware and software backbone for adding computing power, memory, and improved mission processing for new sensors and weapons. Missiles and ordnance supported by the F-35. The F-35's weapon suite is among the most versatile in the world, allowing it to engage both air and ground targets with a range of US and Allied ammunitions. Air-to-air missiles. AIM-120 AMRAAM, Beyond Visual Range Radar-Guided Missile for Air Superiority. AIM-9X Sidewinder, Short-Range, Heat-Seeking Missile, normally deployed on wingtip pylons. Meteor, European Long-Range Beyond Visual Range Missile with active radar guidance, currently being integrated, especially for UK and Italian F-35s. Air-to-ground missiles. GBU 31-32 12JDAM. These are GPS-guided bombs of 2,000 pounds, 1,000 pounds, and 500 pounds respectively. GBU 39 small diameter bomb. These allows multiple precision strikes per sortie. AGM-154 JSOW. These are standoff weapon for highly defended targets. AGM-158 JSSM. These are long-range, precision-guided standoff cruise missile. Multi-role missiles. Spear. These are stand-in, network-enabled, multi-mode missile under UK leadership for F-35B. AGM-158 SEAL-RASM, anti-ship variant of JSSM for maritime strike roles. JAGM and Hellfire, used for precision strikes on armor and surface targets, especially from the F-35B and C in support of expeditionary and naval operations. Storm Shadow, used as a long-range cruise missile tested for compatibility, especially for Allied users. Additional support. The F-35 family is continuously being updated to support more weapons, including the Turkish SOM missile, Israeli Rampage, and others depending on customer requirements. Cannon. GAU-22A 25mm rotary cannon. These are internal for F-35A variant. Acquisition costs per unit. As of 2025, F-35A base model is around US $80 to $83 million, F-35B is approximately US $109 million, and F-35C version falls between the two around $102 million US. Export costs. These are often higher due to support, spares, logistics, and technology transfer requirements and training. Operating costs. The F-35 is more expensive to sustain than previous fighters, although Lockheed Martin and the U.S. Department of Defense are continuously working to reduce the cost per flight hour. India's decision not to purchase the American F-35 fighter aircraft is driven by a blend of strategic, economic, technical, and political factors. The most significant reasons are: Make in India and technology transfer. India's top priority in modern defense procurement is the development of indigenous capabilities and local production under its Atmanirbhar Bharat, Self-Reliant India, and Make in India initiatives. The F-35 is strictly controlled by the US, with no prospect for significant technology transfer, domestic manufacturing, or source code access. In contrast, Russia, with its Su-57E offer, is reportedly willing to provide greater flexibility for integration with Indian weapons and deeper technology sharing. The offers that US has not matched. High cost and maintenance. The F-35, despite its advanced capabilities, comes with a hefty price tag, about $80 million per unit, and significant lifetime maintenance costs. The Indian Air Force, which operates with fewer squadrons than sanctioned strength, is looking for cost-effective solutions to rapidly modernize its fleet. Investing in F-35s would heavily strain defense budgets and potentially reduce funding for other modernization priorities. Integration and compatibility. India's existing military inventory is heavily of Russian origin, including aircraft, refueling tankers, and command and control systems. The F-35's advanced Western systems are not easily compatible with these. Adopting the F-35 would require a massive and costly overhaul of operational infrastructure and logistics. Geopolitical and strategic autonomy. India values strategic autonomy in foreign and defense policy. U.S. deals come with restrictions, the F-35 program is tightly regulated, and export customers face operational limitations and the ever-present risk of supply or software lockouts due to political disagreements. In comparison, offers from Russia or the prospect of developing indigenous fighters, like the AMCA, empower India to retain control over critical technologies and deployment choices. Tense U.S.-India relations and tariff wars. India's decision declined the F-35 after new U.S. tariffs on Indian goods 50% announced by President Trump in July 2025 and sustained public criticism of India's defense ties with Russia and its protectionist trade policies. These frictions diminished trust and incentive for such a high-profile arms deal. Preference for alternative solutions. India is already in advanced negotiations or collaborations for fighters that either offer local manufacturing or better suit its operational environment, such as additional French Rafales, Russian Sukhoi 30 or Sukhoi 57 co-production, or the homegrown AMCA project. India is also in advanced talks with Russia to upgrade Sukhoi range of aircrafts. The multi-role fighter aircraft competition remains focused on jets that can be produced in India and are a better fit for the specific needs of the Indian Air Force. U.S. concerns about Russia ties. The U.S. has been wary of India's continuing defense relationship with Russia. India's acquisition of advanced Russian systems, such as the S-400, has previously triggered American sanctions threats and led to partners like Turkey being ousted from the F-35 program. India sees its ties with Moscow as indispensable and is wary of risking strategic partnerships for a single weapons system. Strategic autonomy. India has traditionally maintained a policy of strategic autonomy, balancing relationships with multiple defense partners rather than aligning exclusively with one bloc. Accepting the F-35 would entail deep defense integration with the U.S., including potentially distancing from long-standing Russian suppliers, something that New Delhi has been reluctant to do. The U.S. imposes strict controls on how F-35s are operated, with only a handful of allies such as the UK and Israel enjoying significant autonomy. India views such restrictions as incompatible with its goal of retaining full sovereignty over deployment decisions.
Thank you for your time and support. Please subscribe to my channel for such informative and explanatory videos on different topics.